Here we are with Mr Battah, getting ready for the big mega fight, Canelo versus Trout. How you feeling?
We're feeling good, real excited, happy with the great results, the fans. I mean, what can you ask for more? Venue filling up, 40,000 sellout. We're the luckiest city in the world right here, buddy.
Absolutely. Now, you brought up some great points. You talked about, not all big fights have to be in Vegas, bringing them to Texas, bringing, big fights to San Antonio.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel that, and I don't want to put anything negative, but when you go to Vegas, there's fight fans they're comped. Here, you got the true fans, and that's what builds boxing. Okay, these are the people. They're the ones that are there. They want to feel excitement, and that's how the sport's going to grow.
Absolutely. Now, one thing you mentioned at the Texas tour is that you told Canelo that you were going to bring him, and you executed that plan.
I didn't tell him. I asked him.
Oh, you asked him?
I asked him. I said, one day I hope I get to promote you in Texas. And again, he was sitting there in the hotel, and I just saw. I don't know how I showed up. He was there, sitting right by me. I said, hey, I've been working with Richard Schaefer, Texas. We're on our 8th fight, and I hope one day to bring you here. And he said, yeah, maybe so one day. And when he got out of that plane, he was putting his stuff in the car. I said, you remember me? He says, I remember you. I said, thank you for coming, brother.
Now, LeijaBattah's been working. You guys have been laying the foundation, a lot of fights, Vera, Mora, Rocky Escalante. You've been laying the brickwork. You think this is the top? You think this is...
I mean, we got a great foundation right now building, and after this fight, with the amount of customer base we're growing, the data, bringing these fight fans here, letting them know what's going on, I mean, I think the sky's the limit.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. You think you're going to branch out outside of San Antonio area? Maybe
well, we just finished Corpus last weekend with Juan Diaz. True. So, we might be going to go work some areas outside of San Antonio, but not outside of Texas. We got to build in San Antonio. My main goal is San Antonio. Okay. Going to the outskirts a little bit, but my main goal is here.
Okay. Now, speaking of the San Antonio fight, I got to mention it because somebody brought it to my attention on that knockout with Gutierrez and Rodriguez. That reaction when you seen them get knocked out, was it more of a surprise or just more about the knockout or the knockdown at that particular moment? That reaction.
Well, Gutierrez is a good kid, and unfortunately, he didn't win that fight, but I know he'll come back, and he'll be back. He'll be back.
That's the tough part about the boxing game. Somebody got to lose.
Somebody's got to lose. So, unfortunately, and you got to feel bad, but it's also the game.
Anything you got to say to the fans out here?
Gotta say, come out, support us, keep building. This is our sport. Put your heart to it, baby.
Thank you, Mr. Battah. There he is.